You've heard James say it a million times. Respect the Polygon. At Weather Call, we make the Polygon better. We call, text, or email you so you'll always know when you're in danger. No matter who you are, there's a Weather Call solution right for you. Check us out at weathercallservices.com.
This is the afternoon weather briefing. This is for Tuesday, the 14th of May. This is James Spann. Alabama's weather relatively quiet at the moment, but strong storms are approaching the northwestern corner of the state. Let's go right to the radar. And we are live at 2:45 this afternoon. And you can see a band of strong storms approaching Lauderdale and Colbert counties up around Waterloo. And we do note severe thunderstorm warnings in effect for a segment of the line. And as this passes through the northern part of the state tonight, we could see a few storms with hail and strong gusty straight-line winds. We don't expect a tornado threat. So again, just be aware that we have the chance of some fairly active storms tonight, especially for the northern half of the state. And as you can see, the storms are somewhat scattered, although things are getting more linear there along that segment there in Tennessee and North Mississippi. We'll check the rest of the state, and things are relatively quiet. Let's go down to the Birmingham next, Rad, and you can see a few little spotty showers forming across the central counties of the state. Little light rain in spots, nothing too heavy. And let's keep going down to the south. There's a look at the Mobile radar. Got a few showers in parts of South Baldwin County, but nothing like the big storms and the big downpours of yesterday. So again, we'll be keeping an eye on the storms over the Tennessee Valley this evening as they move on to the east. And again, the greatest concern will be from strong straight-line winds and maybe some small hail. So here's the big picture. And you can see the trough approaching, driving that line of storms. Down below that, a lot of clouds around today. That's the visible satellite view. Got some sun peeking through in spots. We'll check the regional radar composite. And again, for most of Alabama, things are relatively quiet, with just a few spotty showers about. Again, today, temperatures are below average. We should be in the 80s in mid-May. We've got mostly 70s. Birmingham at 73. A few low 80s down in South Alabama. Mobile, the warm spot, they've got 83. So there is a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for the western half of the Tennessee Valley until 8 o'clock tonight. That would include Lauderdale, Colbert, Franklin, Lawrence, Limestone, Morgan, and Madison counties. The Shoals, Athens, Decatur, Huntsville, Moulton, Russellville, places like that up into parts of Middle Tennessee and northeastern Mississippi for that line segment moving in. Here's the severe weather outlook for the rest of today and tonight across the country. Got a marginal risk over parts of the Rockies, the western high plains. Little marginal risk over parts of northern New England. One over West Texas, and you can see a pretty good chunk of the southeastern states with some chance of severe storms. In Alabama, there's a level 2 out of 5 risk over the northern quarter of the state, basically the Tennessee Valley. And really, that's where the better chance of the heavier storms will be. For the rest of the state, a level 1 out of level 5 marginal risk of severe storms. This is tomorrow. We've got a slight risk over central Florida, including Orlando, Daytona Beach, Tampa Bay. A marginal risk over the Carolinas, and also risk across parts of the southern plain states. And on day 3, which is Thursday, got a risk over Texas and some of the adjacent states. And we do note on day 4, which is Friday, we have a small risk over parts of South Mississippi and Louisiana. And again, we'll see rain and storms moving in here late Friday, Friday night into Saturday. Probably a very low-end severe weather threat. The main concern, I think, would be heavier rain with that system as the weekend begins. Here's a look at the rain for the next 7 days. For most of the state, rain amounts in the 2 to 3 inch range. And of course, we'll see a few showers and storms around tonight. And again, the next batch coming in here late Friday, Friday night into part of the day Saturday. So many questions about the weather, especially for the weekend. So the new model data is in, model fans. Here we go, the GFS, the 12Z run, valid tomorrow at 4. The trough axis east of the state. And for most of Alabama, tomorrow should be dry, although there could be a few spotty showers over the Tennessee Valley tomorrow afternoon. Otherwise, a mix of sun and clouds. High should be mostly in the low 80s. Thursday, warm and dry. Lots of sunshine. Highs in the upper 80s in most spots. But then Friday, here comes the next wave of rain. The model's trending a little slower on this run, suggesting a decent chunk of the day Friday could be dry. Friday morning looking dry. We'll probably start to see showers developing Friday afternoon. And it sure looks like the most widespread rain will be Friday night into Saturday morning, and maybe even a little longer into maybe part of Saturday afternoon. This is 4 o'clock Saturday, and the models are clearly trending slower. And again, there could be some strong storms around, but it looks like there's going to be a big convective mass near the Gulf Coast, and that should really shut down any severe weather chances here. So again, the bottom line is rain looks likely statewide Friday night and really Saturday. Not that it's going to rain all day, but it will rain at times. The rain might be heavy at times, especially for the southern half of the state. And I would say we might have a hard time getting out of the 70s on Saturday because of clouds and rain. But if you're looking for a dry day, that's your day. This is Sunday. The sky becoming partly to mostly sunny, highs up in the middle 80s. So after a fairly wet day Saturday, Sunday looking dry. Monday, mid to upper 80s, lots of sunshine. And a week from today, Tuesday, May 21st, got a trough kind of on the Atlantic coast, troughing back in the western states. And again, we are very warm and dry. Upper 80s, some spots may be flirting with 90. Let's go out 10 days, Friday of next week, May 24th. Still got that ridge over the Gulf of Mexico kind of nosing in here, but there's evidence there could be a little rain over the Tennessee Valley at the end of next week, but a pretty good chunk of next week at this point, looking very warm and mostly dry, with highs most days in the upper 80s, and again, a few spots will likely see 90. Here's a look at rain for Birmingham coming off the European ensemble. The mean is the green line. The mean of the ensemble members, it's running between 2 and 3 inches between now and the 29th of May. Temperatures coming off the NBM, the good old national blend of models, kind of the ensemble approach. 81 tomorrow, 87 Thursday, and then highs drop back to about 80 on Friday and Saturday, and then mid-80s Sunday, upper 80s much of next week. And hot off the presses, we've got the brand new 8 to 14-day guidance, May 22nd through May 28th. Temperatures above average here across the Deep South. And what do we do now? You know what we do. We roll that Children's of Alabama Kid Cam. Hey, we'll be working for these guys one day. Be nice to them. 6th graders. Lee Scott Academy down at Auburn. Had a great time today. Let me tell you what, they were great. They can really soak up the science. And everybody's in a good mood because school's almost out. But I love coming to Lee Scott. I've been there many, many, many times over the years, and they were just outstanding today. Great teachers, great school, great students. So again, to all my friends at Lee Scott Academy in Auburn, thanks a lot for a great visit earlier today. You guys are looking good. So we're kind of winding the school year down. It's hard to believe. Most schools kind of go into the party mode and the field day mode here in coming days. Thursday, I will be in Huntsville. I'll be speaking to the Alabama PR chapter up there, the North Alabama chapter of the Alabama Public Relations Council. And that'll be fun. I'll see them for lunch. Friday, I will be at Phillips Academy in Birmingham. And that's one of the last regular school programs of the year. Kind of will morph into the summer programs here soon, and the summer is jam-packed. And again, we have no book signing for the next 2 weeks. No book signing this Saturday. I'll be at a high school reunion. And then the next Saturday, it's Memorial Day. We're going to take that day off. The next book signing is going to be scheduled for Saturday, June 1st in Selma, Dallas County. We'll talk more about that as we get closer. Of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.